John Cho plays a single father with a terminal disease, attempting to bond with his teenage daughter before he passes. Let's talk about the road trip film, Don't Make Me Go. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my spoiler-free review for the new Amazon Prime film, Don't Make Me Go. You can stream this right now, and it features, as I mentioned, John Cho sort of in the lead role. We're going to talk all about the movie, and I'll give my thoughts on it in just a moment. But first, I want to welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. Please consider subscribing down below. Like this video or comment, too. All of that helps out the channel very much, so I would appreciate it. All right, let's get on to this movie. It's called Don't Make Me Go. And John Cho here, like I mentioned, is a single father. He is intent on, before he passes away from this terminal disease he finds out about in the beginning of the film, he wants to sort of bond with his estranged daughter. She is at that age where she kind of wants nothing to do with him, and she's sneaking out of the house and, meeting with boys and what have you. So he convinces her, without telling her that he is sick, mind you, to go on this road trip to his high school reunion. And in the back of his mind, he knows that on the way, he wants to reconnect his daughter with her mother, who, they have not seen in a while. So Hannah Marks is the director here, and I looked her up, and I don't really recognize any of her movies except for the movie Accepted, years and years ago, one of Jonah Hill's first breakout movies. Justin Long was in it, Louis Black. A movie I thought was pretty funny back in the day. I'm not sure how well it holds up, 15 years later, but the daughter here is played by Mia Isaac, who I am not really familiar with. John Cho sort of choosing these more independent films lately. He was in a fantastic movie a couple of years ago called, I believe it was just called Searching, that was just great. And, he's really sort of trying different things, and this one more of an emotional heavy hitter, obviously with, some heavy subject matter. But it is sort of light in some areas too. There's definitely a few laughs along the way, or at least attempted laughs, and sort of slice of life kind of things that I think people that have teenagers in this sort of age range might relate to. Some of the things that go on, including her wanting to learn how to drive, and so on this big road trip they have plenty of time to do that. So there's some failed attempts, and I guess there's some humorous situations there. But look, through it all, I'm going to cut right to the chase here, because whatever is good about this movie is gone almost immediately from the ending of the film, which we won't get into specifically because we're not going to do spoilers. But I will just say that, as I've said many, many times, a great ending or a poor ending can really sort of make or break what is so far, kind of an average film. And I think that's kind of what this is. It wasn't blowing me away, but there were some, nice, tender moments between father and daughter, both of them giving pretty solid performances acting-wise. But something happens at the end of this film, a twist, if you will, that is so irritating to the rest of the movie. It basically negates everything that came before. I think it's an insult to the audience's intelligence, and it just did not need to go to that place. Maybe the filmmakers and the writer were too concerned that the emotional notes would not be felt along the way, so they wanted to leave us on, a really emotional, power-packed oomph at the end there. But for me, it basically just made the rest of the film completely irrelevant. And that is not what you want, I don't think, at the end of a movie. Look, it's a very sort of generic road trip family movie, father and daughter sort of, trying to get along and not getting along and arguing and, having some fun and having some, emotional talks and whatever. All of that, we've seen it in a lot of different movies, but I was on board with it because I think the acting was pretty solid here. But then it gets to that end and it's just like, okay, well, what was the point of anything that I just watched? And so that in itself it has destroyed this movie really for me. Now I wouldn't say that anything is really rising to the cream of the crop here. You know, there's your standard karaoke scene. I've said about that before that, you know, one of the laziest things I think in filmmaking these days is that classic karaoke scene. Usually you see it in rom-coms, really, but we found it here, and again, you know, sort of, all right, you know, a little eye rolling, but I get it, you know, if you're gonna bond with somebody, that is sort of a fun thing to do, right? But yeah, because of that ending, I just couldn't take anything else about this movie seriously. So look, I'll leave it there. There's not much more to say. You know, maybe it will be something that you will enjoy more than I did, but I would have probably given it about a C plus, maybe, up until that last maybe 10 minutes. But because of that, it gets at least one letter grade lower. I will leave Don't Make Me Go with a D plus. It's a shame because it had, I wouldn't say it had great potential, but it had potential at least to be, you know, something that I could recommend mildly, you know, and I can't even do that for sure. But if you do want to check it out, it's streaming now on Amazon Prime. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.